Hey YouTube, it's New211 coming to you with a safari-inspired smoky eye look. I was inspired by Africa and the colors of the sunset and of the dirt and I guess the earth, and the sand and the sun. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So first I'm going to start out to fill up my eyebrows with the Embark by Matte, which is a brown matte color, and the eyebrow filling brush by Essence of Beauty, which is a drugstore brand. Next, I'm using Hip by L'Oreal Cream Shadow Paint in 807 Secretive and applying that to my entire eye area. The reason why I did my eyebrows first is because I saw a tip, and I'll put the name of the person who gave the tip, that the eyebrows really do set the frame for your look, and I found it to be true. So if you do draw in your eyebrows, it would be good to do those first. And I'm just go ahead and filling in the entire eye area. Now I'm filling from my brow bone because I have hooded eyes and my brow bone is not easily apparent. Hooded eyes just means that your eyelid is heavier and hangs over your upper eyelid hangs over your lower eyelid. And now I'm going to draw on with the angle brush and embark. I'm going to draw on and cut the crease. And this is where you draw onto the brow bone of your eye and follow the natural brow bone. And then going outside of the natural brow bone, I'm going to create a cat's eye. Okay, and I'm just taking my time to do this, but later on I'm going to be smudging it out. So this is just an outline, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, going in with the eyeshadow brush and Embark by MAC, I'm going to start filling in on the outer corner of my eye, only a third of the way through, not the whole way through, with the brown color. And now I'm taking the Smokey brush by Essence of Beauty, and I'm going to start to smudge out that line and smudge where I filled it in. I'm going to make it really soft here. And you just want to really take your time here and concentrate and smudge. Now you're going to bring and pull about a third to half of the way through that embark color underneath your eyelid. Now this is Orange Matte by MAC. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys there. And I'm taking the eyeshadow brush by Essence of Beauty. That's what it's called, the eyeshadow brush. And I'm going to start filling in until about a half of the way through with the orange color. Now, on this side, I'm starting with the orange color on the halfway point, but on the other side, I'm going to start with the upcoming pink color. And I'm just taking my time to really make sure I apply it because that orange color is not as saturated in color as the pink. So it's going to need to be reapplied a couple times. This look took a little bit of patience on my part because I just made it up. And yeah, so I kind of need to like fix and correct a couple things as I went along. And you'll see that in the video. So yeah, just taking your time to really fill it in to make sure that it really shows up. Now taking number 75 blush by Makeup Forever. That's a really saturated pink color that's going to cause a lot of fallout. I'm going to fill in the inner corner up until the halfway point and just keep blending it in. It's ultra saturated and it can actually cover up the brown, so just be careful not to color outside of the brown line. It's kind of like painting by numbers. You made your outline and now you're going to color it in. Now going back with the orange matte, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that midway point again for anything that was covered up by the pink. Oh no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to line my lower lash line, my waterline, with the orange color. And when I go outside, that really does pop, but it's not really able to show up so good here. Another good color here would be Amber Lights or the actual pink color number 75 by Makeup Forever. Now I'm filling in the orange on the outer portion. And okay, now I'm just going in and smoking some more. That's Hepcat by MAC, which is like really old. I've been using it for a really long time and I love it. I'm taking the smudge brush and I'm just going to start to smudge up to the hooded part of my eye. That's kind of like where the extra flesh is kind of hanging over there. And for people who don't have a hooded eye, you're going to just start smudging in that line and then just smudge up above it. And you're going to make a windshield wiper motion back and forth, back and forth. And I'm not really dipping it back into the Hepcat. I'm just going to work with what I have and blend it as much as possible, because this color should be lighter than the brown. And what that's going to do is cause the overhang for people with hooded eyes. It's going to cause that to kind of like recede from you and make it appear less that you have a hooded eye. And even if you don't, it just looks really good there to have that kind of be a little bit lighter. Okay, so now I'm going in with Jessie's Girl Baked Bronze eyeshadow, which is a drugstore brand and a really great eyeshadow. And I'm just going to start to fill it in with the smudge brush that's been cleaned off underneath my eyebrow. And this is the only place where I'm using a really glittery look. Everything else is very matte. Now I'm going in for the inner corner of my eye. That's going to really help to open up your eye and make the whole look pop. Pop. Now I'm taking the Touch Up brush by Essence of Beauty that's totally clean, and I'm just kind of making sure to blend the line between the Hepcat and the Embark. Now, opposite from what I did in the other eye, I'm filling in with pink Makeup Forever on the outer corner. And then on the inner corner, up until the midpoint, I'm doing the Orange Matte by MAC. And I only showed you this side just to kind of illustrate that I was doing the opposite. It's kind of like a disharmonious look that really catches the eye. Now I'm going in with drugstore brand black eyeliner. And I eyeline the whole upper lid. And I'm going to eyeline only to the third way of the lower lid. Only a third of the way to the lower lid. About to the point of the outer point of your iris. So you kind of like created a bat swing there, and you're just going to fill it in. Now I'm doing mascara. This is Double XL by Maybelline. It's my favorite mascara. Making sure to start down at the base of my eyelashes, wiggle and pull it up. Down at the base, wiggle and pull it up. Now I'm applying moisturizer, which I should have already applied, but I forgot. So, whatever. This is liquid foundation, CoverGirl, and the Essence of Beauty foundation brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and rub that in all over. Making sure to really get it underneath my eyes where I had to clean out the fall up and things like that. Because you don't want to have like your face looking one color and then under your eyes being like overly light or overly dark. My foundation's a little bit darker than my actual complexion, so what I will do later is fix that up with MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation in NC45. Now I'm using that same CoverGirl foundation, and I'm using a lipstick brush, and I'm applying it to my lips because I'm going to make a nude lip, and this is my version of how I do a nude lip. Some people will use concealer, some people will use nude lipstick, but this is the base for how I start my nude lip, because my lips are rather much more pink than my face. Now I'm taking Lorac Misbehavin', which is a glittery nude color, and I'm going to apply that to my lips, and only a bit of it. Here you see, swipe it on the bottom, and then press it in. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I really needed, not that much. Now I'm going to take Pretty in Pink by Sephora. That's the sample size, which I love sample sizes. And I'm just going to apply a dab of that to the inner portion of my lower lip, press that in, and call it a day, because I don't want it to be too glittery. Now I'm using NARS Blush Bronzer Duo, and I am bronzing underneath my cheekbone. I felt out for the hollow of my cheekbone, and I bronzed that in. And that's just like a really good tip for people who have full faces and your cheekbones are not obviously apparent. It helps it to show up more. Now I'm using the blush, and I'm applying that to the apples of my cheek and right up on the top of my cheeks. And that's kind of like what I do normally. Now I'm going in with the NC45 Studio Fix to kind of lighten up the foundation that I have on already with the powder foundation. And I'm going to actually go over a little bit where I put the blush and bronzer to keep it from being shiny. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube.